Hey, what's going on, Portal Masters? Robert Walkman here. I can finally start talking about some Skylanders SuperChargers, online multiplayer, online racing, online co-op, online everything. Let's get started. So I had a chance to play some Skylanders SuperChargers online multiplayer mode, and it was fun. It was exciting. This is what we've been wanting, what we've been asking for Skylanders since the early days. You know, when Skylanders 1 came out, Spyro's Adventure, maybe not so much because it was kind of new, kind of different, but when Giants came out and Swap Force and Trap Team, we were like, hey, just want to play with my friends online, maybe some PvP, maybe some battling, some co-op or something. Well, now our prayers, our wishes have been answered with Skylanders SuperChargers. We have online multiplayer. You can play up you and 3 other people in sort of racing modes. And then, most of all, the big one, and this is the big one for me. Wait for it. You might have already heard, but online co-op mode. Me and you can play Skylanders SuperChargers in our houses in the same game. Online co-op campaign. We're fighting some baddies together, we're in some vehicles together, fighting some baddies, fighting some chaos action. That is a big deal. The online racing and battling and time trials, that is a big deal as well. I'm very excited to talk about all this stuff. I have some gameplay of some of the different levels there, some of the different racetracks that I'll have up in separate videos. In this video I have some generic gameplay that I got from Activision to share with you guys as well. And on my list, I got some questions, I got some answers, I got to play this hands-on. It was very fun, it was very exciting. I know I'm rambling, but this is a big deal for us Portal Masters. Alright, let's get to the facts here. So Skylanders SuperChargers online multiplayer, online co-op campaign is going to be for the big consoles, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, the Wii U. And also the Nintendo 3DS is going to have some sort of online component. I didn't demo or see that yet. Now, we haven't really found out the specifics of the Nintendo Wii version, other than we know it is some sort of racing game, but chances are the Wii version is not going to have online co-op, but everything else will. So that's the news there. Let's see. So when I was playing some of the racing mode, we had 8 players total racing. 4 of them were real people. And it was actually me, the Asian Guy Gamer, Andre Blacknerd Company, and Katie Wilson all playing in the Activision headquarters. Shout outs to all you Portal Masters as well. So it was the 4 of us playing real players, and then also in the maps were 4 other NPC players playing against us, shooting us from behind, tossing up some power-ups. It's just like Mario Kart. There's power-ups, there's boosts when you're going through the tracks. There's different lanes, you know, shortcuts and tricks. There's the different tracks are land, sea, and sky, much like the 3 different vehicles. So when you're in the cars, on the land, it's very much Mario Kart, driving around, you're drifting. Then when you're in the sea, you can go, you're above water, you can go below water, there's little tunnels. It's very active, there's little mines in the water. So for the sky stuff, it was a little more of a time trial thing. I was in Stealth Elf's helicopter, shooting at some bees, kind of going through and shooting bees and trying to collect some points. I'm not quite sure if the sky stuff is going to be racing as well. It was a little more of a time trial thing, but you know, it was totally Mario Kart. It was totally all the racing and fun that you have. There's different modes. We kind of just played competitive, you know, trying to get first place. Although I was kind of messing around more with the controls, trying to get the feel for things. Something about the racing, though, that was a little funky, a little bit of an issue, is that when you're in one of the cars or the ships or the boats, vehicles, you kind of lose a little bit of the Skylander itself. You see a lot of the ship, and you got the power-ups of the car, the ship, the plane. You don't really get any characteristics of the Skylander. You see the little face in the corner there. That's cool, and you kind of hear their voice and see a little bit of them. But that's a little bit of a bummer for me, is not seeing that, you know, Skylander in there, you know, turning his head, waving at people, you know, putting his fist in the air, you know, a la Mario Kart, something like that. Okay, so here's another little thing. The online racing, the way it works is you take your vehicle and you put on the portable power and you sort of import that into the game, and it saves it into like a menu, so that when it's time to race and you get your friends and the clock is ticking, you can go in, change your Skylander and your vehicle, and decide right then and there what you want to choose to play with, race against in the game. So you know, there's no worrying about putting things on a portable power physically. So that's just something to bring to your attention. Also, another thing you're probably wondering is, can you use the modded vehicles in the online racing? And yes, you can. If you got your vehicle leveled up, tricked out, you got some mods, some flames, some lasers, some whatever is in the modded vehicles, you can drop that into the online play and have a little bit of an advantage with that. I did think it was a little weird that it's going to be a little unfair. It might be kind of a little strange in the beginning, you know, for new people. They haven't leveled up their vehicles, going up against some people that are tricked out. I'm not quite sure how much of an advantage there is, but there is that. Let's see, so the online racing, a lot like Mario Kart, you get the boosts, you get drifting, you get the power-ups, there was, you know, shield going around, you get different, you know, blue shell-like things we'll just, you know, say for the purpose of this video. Okay, so a few other things I want to talk about. I got some questions I got answered directly from the Skylanders SuperChargers development team. So I asked, can you swap cars on the fly? So here's the answer. If playing online co-op, can you swap cars on the fly? Yes, you can swap vehicles anytime during the online co-op gameplay, but you always share the vehicle with your co-op partner to work cooperatively. One person drives the vehicle and the other person controls the attacks. Okay, if you're playing online co-op, what if someone drops in or drops out of the game? Because, you know, that's what happens. People rage quit, right? If a friend tries to join your game, you can either accept or decline their request. So I'm expecting to get a lot of Portamaster requests when I'm playing some Skylanders SuperChargers. If I don't accept, forgive me, I may just be making videos, trying to crank out the Skylander 101 videos. Similarly, you can choose to send an invite to an online friend to have them join you on your adventure. Once joined, if the online friend decides to drop out of your game, the mode switches back to single player, and the host player assumes full control of the vehicle handling and the attacks. On the other hand, if the host ends their session, the joined player will be notified via in-game messages and take it back to the main message where they can start up their own adventures. So this is, you know, this is kind of standard Call of Duty, standard online co-op sort of things. I guess Call of Duty doesn't really have online co-op, but you know, if you're the host and somebody joins in on your game, he can leave, or he or she can leave, but if the host sort of quits out, then the person who joined has to start over and they got, you know, punted, pounced, you know, whatever the phrases are these days. Anyway, how does online co-op gameplay work? Online co-op gameplay works like local co-op gameplay during on-foot segments. Each player will control their own Skylanders as you explore all new lands, engage in exciting combat, solve thought-provoking puzzles. This is from the Skylanders team here. When it's time to hop in a vehicle, the two players will truly need to work cooperatively as they share controls. One player drives, the other one controls the vehicle's weapons. Players can swap position in the vehicle with the press of the button. So, there's my information. As you can tell, I'm excited. I'm rambling. This is a longer video than I meant it to be. I have a few other videos with just a straight up gameplay, no talking, you know, no me talking. It's just the characters, the gameplay. You can see some of that action, some samplers. I'll put some links in the description below, or you know, check out my channel, CoinOpTV, for those videos. What can I say? I'm on the PlayStation 4. That's what I'll probably be playing most of my Skylanders SuperChargers. Friend me up on there. It's Rob_COTV for CoinOpTV. I'll try and accept some friend requests. If you send me game requests, though, just be warned, you know, it's going to be crazy because I'm going to be playing the game a lot in the beginning. Maybe I could do some sort of like weekly Twitch sessions where some of you guys can join me and we can play together, you know, call some Alice Doll and some Y-Rock and some Steve Smith and some Asian Guy Gamers, some Skylander Boy and Girl. We'll get some Twitch gaming on together. That would be fun. I would love that, and maybe, you know, some of you guys watching this as well, we can jump on and pair up, battle some chaos together in Skylanders SuperChargers. Alright, I gotta wrap up this video. Let me know in the comments below if you have questions. Like I said, I got to play this game hands-on. There's Gamescom going on, so there's a bunch of media people over in Germany checking out this, and they'll be writing some articles, putting up some news. This is official. This is not a joke. We're excited. September can't come fast enough. We'll see you Portal Masters next time.